It's late night Tuesday evening, guys. We got so much going on here on Ticket Talk here since FIFA World Cup is here, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup, my lord. And this is our last episode as our presenting partner, Bragg Clements Law. We are very proud to take over 150 buyers and resellers to StubHub mediation in early July. We're shutting it off literally on Wednesday afternoon, so you still have time to get in. But we are ending the campaign on Wednesday, probably at about 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So if you're a buyer and seller affected and you're a buyer, you owe a refund from StubHub, you're a seller and you're owed payments, get it in because this is the end of this wave and campaign. And I'm not kidding this time. I know I've said it for the last week or two, but literally we are closing these cases up. Bragg Clements Law is heading to mediation with StubHub in early July. So if you are affected as a buyer or seller, make sure you DM me, visit BraggClementsLaw.com, and we'll get you in touch with him immediately. We're on the 12th hour of closing up these StubHub claims. And what a campaign it's been. More to come on the outcome in early July. We got TicketCon 2026, guys. And I can tell you right now, we got some great sponsors on board. Ticket sales are picking up. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be a very fun day. Sunday, July 26th, right before the World Ticket Conference, right before that dinosaur conference, all the ticketing folks go to. And a lot of people ask me, is it just for resellers? No, it's for everyone that has a passion for live events and ticketing. That's really the thesis of TicketCon, is passionate fans who are for an open ticket market, who are for making live events and ticketing better for everybody. And that's across the entire value chain. So this is what TicketCon's about. Join me, join Tommy D, join Ticket Vision, join many more amazing speakers. Af Gollum's going to speak, and we got more surprises too that we are going to announce here in the next week or so. So TicketCon Contemporary Arts Center, link is in my bio on both X pages, Scott Freeman 3 Ticket Talk Net, and buy your passes today. And we're back as a blue check mark on Scott Freeman 3. We got reinstated here about 5 days ago, and Elon Musk gave us that blue check mark back today. So thank you, Elon, and thank you to the X team. Let's go ahead and check out the markets going on here. Let's check out NBA Finals. Let's actually go over to Ticketmaster because they open up resale 24 hours before the NBA Finals for each game. So we're going to search New York Knicks. I can spell tonight, my lord. And let's see what's going on in the market. A lot of people have questions regarding game 4. A lot of questions tonight. My DMs are absolutely blown out. Does it buy now? Does it pay away? Let's take a look to see what is going on. So 3,774 get-in on TM. We're going to check SeatGeek to compare in a second. But here's the deal, guys. Still a very, very high demand game. Obviously not a 3-0 game where the get-in would potentially be well over $10,000, potentially $15,000 in a clincher scenario. That could, again, happen in Game 6. But right now, obviously, if you are a Knicks fan, you're still paying the second most highest get-in in NBA ticketing history. But it seems like a deal from Monday night at this point to where we are. So we got seats kind of splattered all around. Let's see what these bad boys are going for. Yeah, only 50,000 per seat. Seems like a bargain from Monday. I think these seats were about 80,000 on Monday night. So a lot of pink dots available for the Knicks. Not the most inventory, not many drops today. So I think the Knicks sold a lot of these Game 4 tickets. It seems like there's a handful of seats, but not many for a market like New York City. And let's see if SeatGeek is around that price for Knicks. So we always like to compare the primary and secondary, and we trust SeatGeek the most. It looks like SeatGeek's a little bit cheaper, $3,497 compared to, wait a second, $497. Yep, about $300 cheaper on SeatGeek compared to Ticketmaster. So you guys always want to compare and contrast. That's why what's great about the secondary is SeatGeek is cheaper than TM resale when you count in all the fees. So we'll obviously keep our tabs open for Game 4 tomorrow night here at the Garden throughout the night. And let's go over to FIFA World Cup and see what's going on. When we checked this afternoon, prices were pretty stagnant for USA Paraguay on Friday, and they are pretty stagnant. The prices are pretty much typical, like around 950, 748 listings. So here's the deal, guys. FIFA's holding back a lot of inventory. They're definitely playing the slow ticketing game with On Location and Victory Live. So what does that mean? They're strategically building scarcity to get their most bang for their buck. Victory Live is very good at that. On Location, I don't know. They have a lot of hospitality packages to sell. My opinion is for USA Paraguay at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, over at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood in LA, I think we're going to see more of a $600-700 get-in if I had my crystal ball prediction. I think it's 650. I think it is still pays to wait. And MCF could put up the graphic. I think it still pays to wait for the majority of the FIFA World Cup. We'll kind of stagnant the other games. It looks like prices are pretty steady from this afternoon. Not much to report on this Tuesday evening. Obviously, Haiti, Scotland, a big deal. A lot of Scottish live in Boston. We obviously thought this would be well over $1,000 again. There's a lot of Scotsmen over in Boston. Very Irish, very Scottish demographic in the East Coast in Boston, Massachusetts. Going to Foxborough. 722 getting. So stayed stagnant, only 210 listings, a little bit more scarcity of slow ticketing, obviously played for the Haiti-Scotland game. And we'll check on some of the other marquee matchups. What's that other big game? Brazil-Morocco. And Brazil is one of the biggest deals in the FIFA World Cup. They've won many championships. I remember Ronaldo back in the day. I rember some great Brazilian soccer players. They love their soccer in Brazil. There's obviously playing in the biggest market. Here's the deal, though, as we stated earlier, and this is Mike Fish's dad, Bob Fish's team, the New York Knickerbockers, are playing at Madison Square Garden right around the same time, obviously in San Antonio. So is that going to disperse some New Yorkers? You know what? We're not going to go to this FIFA World Cup game because we're going to watch the New York Knicks take on the Spurs in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. So it'll be a bit interesting to see. We obviously see some slow ticketing going on here. Not much inventory. That's the kind of the Victory Live On Location playbook. Let's put out less inventory. Let's get more for our tickets. Act like there's not many tickets on the marketplace. So that's kind of the deal they're playing. It's slow ticketing. We see it in the NBA Finals. We see it in the Stanley Cup. We see it in the Super Bowl. And now we're seeing it for the major FIFA World Cup games. So it is definitely, I would say, definitely a pays to wait. They're definitely playing games, some scarcity games. MCF could put up that logo again. Pays to wait for Brazil, Morocco over at MetLife Stadium on Saturday night. But then again, we are conflicting with Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Let's check out Game 5 of the NBA Finals just for shits and giggles. And I know that MCF likes going to San Antonio, the Alamo, home of Riverwalk. It's party central down there. Ooh, I've been a few times. I don't think I've ever been sober in San Antonio. I don't know about you guys, but if we go Saturday night, massive, obviously. If the Knicks clinch, obviously they're keeping the floors very high over in San Antonio also. Kind of the slow ticketing game. But what happened in games 1 and 2? These prices decayed tremendously. Not as many Knicks fans travel to games 1 and 2 than we forecasted. Is it the same deal if the Knicks hypothetically win tomorrow night, go up 3-1? Do the New York Knicks storm down to San Antonio? Here's the deal. Not many flights to San Antonio from Newark, JFK, and LaGuardia. They're going to have to kind of be creative, take a stop, potentially drive down to San Antonio. And how many fans will drive down for that potential clincher game? Obviously, time will tell if they win tomorrow night. But obviously, if Spurs win 2-2, it's definitely going to go way down in price. I forecast around a $500-600 get-in. It's definitely pays to wait for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. My Lord, you guys can always ask questions on our live streams. We'd love to answer them live. Guys, we're not going to be sleeping. I told MCF before the show, we're not taking off. We're not taking a breath. And through the entire NBA Finals, FIFA World Cup, a week later, we host TicketCon in New Orleans on July 26th. Maybe I'll take a brief wet rest on Monday, July 27th. I don't know. Blue Dot Flu says, let's effing go. That's right. Let's effing go. We got Scott Freeman 3 back. We got everything going in our favor, and we fight the good fight. That's right. You're back. We are definitely back stronger than ever. People think we can take us down, how we say, how we call out the bad actors. No one will ever take this guy down. And I think people know that who try to mess with us in any way. We're here to right the wrongs in ticketing. We're here to tell it like it is. We're not here to make friends. We're here to make friends with good people in ticketing. We're here to support the 70 Ticket Talk Discord members every day, 364. I think there's 365 days in the year, 24/7. I don't know where that 364 came from, but I'm just absolutely stoked. What a time to be alive in live events, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup, FIFA World Cup. You know what we forgot, MCF? Ariana Grande's tonight in Oakland. Before we sign off for the night, let's check out Ariana Grande. I mean, we talked about this girl for the last 10 months. We got to cover each of her tour nights, MCF. Do I see a surge or what? Do I see a surge in Ariana Grande? What time is it right now? It is 7:35 p.m. in Oakland, California, Pacific time. And it is surged to a 9:10 get-in for Ariana Grande. Let's just check Ticketmaster out to make sure that's accurate, because we actually had a massive surge in Ariana Grande night 2. I didn't think it was that great of a performance. I watched it on the live stream, but who am I to tell you guys? I mean, I think Tate McRae, Sabrina Carpenter put on a lot better show than Ariana Grande. So 822 on Ticketmaster, but then nothing is left. Nothing is left. Ariana Grande has surged tonight big time. And if you want to sit front row behind the stage, I know MCF would pay $13.28 and 25 cents to see Ariana Grande on the stage. I mean, it is heating up in Oakland. It is heating up for Ariana Grande. We got to keep tabs on the rest of her tour and Brandon Creed. I'm still waiting on my check from Live Nation and Ticketmaster for consulting them on Ariana Grande. We consulted Dan Wall. We consulted Sam Mill, and we have a lot of money owed to us, producer MCF. So what are we going to do but make it a great rest of your Tuesday evening? You guys can DM me 365 24/7. We eat, we drink, we dream ticketing here on the Ticket Talk Network. Talk soon. Stay lean and clean.